Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Welcome to the Iron Sharpeners Morning Devotion. I am Nakia Rapp, and I invite you to come in this morning if you're here with me this morning on real time or if you're going to be watching the replay. Good morning. Share the link, invite somebody to come on and fellowship with us. This is our morning deposit. We're in our morning atmosphere of setting the tone for our day. We're dealing with partnership, connections, alignments, agreements, and we're in this chapter where our horizon is radiant. Our light is reflecting so much till our light is causing us to be introduced into new people. So we have to understand how to handle how our light is drawing as a magnet, drawing in new people. We must understand how to be cautious and careful for our connections. We must understand how to be aligned with them. We must understand the power of faith. We must understand the power of authority when we connect and touch and agree and we align. So if my moderator is there, can you go ahead for a few minutes and share back with them the scriptures that we've been dealing with? We've been talking about Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verses 9 through 12, First Thessalonians, our wonderful Proverbs 27 and 17, First Corinthians 5 and 17. So we've been dealing with a lot. Hebrews 12 and 1. There's whatever scriptures that you have at hand that you can share and let them know so that way they can have the scriptures. And also, if you want to go back and watch the replay so that you can on where we're at. Come, we talked about yesterday, First Thessalonians. Can you put it in the chats for me? We talked about yesterday. First Thessalonians 5 and 11. It talks about edifying. It talks about building up. It talked about how you are to edify one another. So now let's look at this. When we deal with edifying in a partnership, or for that person that may be in the relationship, you're edifying the person, meaning that you're bringing out the best of that person. You're building that person up. You're strengthening that person. You're also assisting with developing that person. So now let's talk about it in this area that many times we kind of get shady about it. You're on the assignment, covenant partnership with somebody, covenant relationship with somebody, and they might not be pouring out the way that you're pouring out. But he's still telling you to apply First Thessalonians 5 and 11. Build one another up, edify one another, empower one another, inspire one another, teach one another, instruct one another. And they may be what? A lacker, a slow learner, hard to comprehend. Some things may be going on where they're not connecting. And what happens if they're not connecting? Sometimes they drift away from the partnership, they drift away from the relationship. But I want to encourage you this morning that if you know with the shadow of a doubt that that's the right partnership for you, that that's the right relationship for you, hold on. And in your prayer time, go to God and ask God to help you and instruct you are that person. Listen, understand the anointing, understand skills, creative teaching. Ask Him to show you how to be creative so that you can edify those that's not catching it the first time around. Because sometimes for me, I get quick tempered. Listen, I'm saying it. I'm talking to you. I'm giving it to you in the best of my ability. And sometimes I have to realize that the listener is not on the same page with you. So we have to take it down a notch and become what? Creative with our edifying. We have to become creative with our building. We have to come creative with our empowerment. Sometimes edifying even require you to do a hands-on. He said, but do it one to another so that you can build them up. Remember, your assignment to edify in partnership is to build up. It is for you to understand. Listen to how he's talking. He said it is for you to understand that he's given you the ability to be the influencer. You are the builder. So you are influencing the partnership. You're influencing the relationship. You're influencing those that you lead. Yes, you're building, but you're also an influencer. So when you study in that scripture, 1 Thessalonians 5:11, I want you to look at the word influencer. And look at how he has it. Influencer. Influencer. Does your words bring influence? Does your skill set bring influence? Does the way you act in the people's presence bring influence? Come on. Your edification of influence is also the foundation. Come on. Your influence. Remember, edifications mean you're building up. So your influence is laying the foundation. It's the structure for them to build from. Your influence is the structure for them to build from. Come on. My influence is the foundation of the edification. I, Nakia Rapp, have to recognize that my influence is the foundation of the edification of those that are listening to me online, those that are reading my messages on social media. My message is supposed to influence them. It's supposed to build them. It's supposed to strengthen them. It's supposed to empower them. You are set to be an influencer. And when you come on here at 5 o'clock, listen, the scripture is fulfilling itself. When you come on here at 5 a.m., you're edifying your spirit man, which means you are setting the foundation for the 5 o'clock hour. Come on, which means you're building up your finances. Here, God, come on here. Listen to what happened. Listen to what he just said. Here, Basaya, look at Shakabaya. The word is supposed to be foundation, but finances came out, y'all. Listen, finances came out on that one, y'all. Look, I'm gonna plant a $5 seed on that one. Let me go to my seed on that one. A grace of the foundation influencer. Can somebody send that to me so when I get off the live, I can do it? A $5 seed of influence, the grace of influence. Come on here, God. I'm planting the seed of the grace of influence. And so for somebody that may have popped on late, we're talking about 1 Thessalonians 5:11 for a few minutes. And it talks about edification. And in the edification, we must understand that we are builders. So in order for you to build, you have to be an influencer. In order for you to be an influencer, you must understand that. So I'm establishing the foundation so that I can build them up. So Nakia Rapp is showing up. She's posting on Facebook. She's posting on Instagram. I need to get back on TikTok. And I'm building the foundation. Listen to this. I'm going to take it to a personal level. We're talking about partnership. We're talking about relationships. So I'm building the foundation of a partnership. And my partnership, they are my partnership is Sisters with Conquering Faith. My partnership is Willing Vessels of God. So I am building the foundation there. So I must be the influence. Come on. I am the influential person of the assignment. Come on. What are you connected to? Where are you leading at? Where are you working at? Come on. Y'all know how it goes. Is the three questions that somebody asks when they meet you. Where you work at, where you go to church at, what you do for a living. Three questions. Come on. Where you go to church at, where you work at. Come on. Y'all know them three questions. Quick, fast, in a hurry. First time meeting them, in 10 minutes, then ask them three questions. Come on. So you're building at those places, those areas. Make sure that your foundation is filled with influence so that you can build from there, because you don't know who gonna come around and hear, or you don't know what that person is going to need at that moment. And a week from then, a couple of hours maybe, they may need what you have poured into them, and you just influence them to shift their foundation, to look at their structure different. So the influence of a builder. That's your bullet point number one. The influence of a builder. And I said this for the person that's coming on late. The influence that you have as a builder, it's going to reflect your interactions. It's going to reflect your presence. It's going to reflect your foundation. It's going to reflect if you're a stable person. All of that. And I shared with them if that you have been assigned, and you know that with a shadow of a doubt, that your assignment is to partner with somebody. Your assignment is to be in a relationship with somebody and to edify them. And they seem like they're not catching it. They're moving a little slow. And it's trying your patience. Go back to the Father and ask Him to give you a creative way to handle that assignment. Because I got one, I need Him to give me all the instructions, like from kindergarten to 12th grade, on how to handle this assignment. Because your girl ready to pitch the towel, close the door, and throw the key in the garbage and let it go to waste management. But He's saying that's not what I want you to do. That's not what I want you to do. So now remember, this is the decree that you have for yourself, that I, Nakia Rapp, will see myself as an influencer. And while I see myself as an influencer, I will edify in the way that God tells me to edify, so that both our foundations can be stable. Come on, we got to make sure that when we influencing people, that our foundation stays stable. Because guess what? Many times I've left my assignment to go help somebody else, which means what? I left my assignment unstable. I left my assignment available for the adversary to attack it. So in this hour, be watchful and cautious on how you move from your assignment. Come on, because you on your assignment to build. You on your assignment to edify. He didn't tell you drop your assignment to go and help Nia. He said build Nia up. He didn't say neglect what I told you to do. My sister probably talking about me, y'all, but I'm sorry I just called your name. Number two. Number one is influence. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. Number two, we're kind of tapping into that already. Number two is support. The same level of support from your partner in the relationship, in the assignment. Come on, it's the collaboration, it's all that. Come on, support. Come on. Are the gifts supporting each other? Cut these nails. Are the gifts supporting each other? Come on. Are the gifts connecting together so that you can see yourselves in a partnership as builders? Self-examination question. The person that I've came into a covenant partnership with, came into covenant relationship, am I seeing an equal level of support where both of our gifts, gifted in this area, gifted in that area, but when we get together in our gifts, we seeing the power of edification? Are we seeing the power of support? Are our gifts supporting each other? Come on. Is the teacher supporting the pastor? Is the pastor supporting the evangelist? Come on. How your gift is the supervisor supporting the associate? Is the the teacher supporting the aide? Is the aide supporting the teacher? Come on. Do we see partnership in our assignment? He says, edify, build one another in the partnership. Now, it's all right that you have to pull that partner aside and say, listen, you and I need to talk. Because right now on the team, I see this like the little Tyler Perry movie, the 80-20 happening here. I need you to come up a little higher. Remember, you have to set the foundation. So I need you to come up a little higher. And this is what I need you to do. Sometimes you got to give them an accomplish it list so they can see themselves coming up, so they can see themselves being built up. Come on. When your support is lacking, remember, you are in charge of the builder. You are in charge. So remember, you have to pull your support up. Take 20 minutes, take 30 minutes and say, listen, this is how it's going to go. And I like the fact that God allows me to just splurge and tell my personal things so that we can be transparent. A couple of weeks ago, my sister and I were working on the I Am the Dream assignment for the Young Boys for our Outreach Day. And so I told her, I said, sister, I'm going to do the logos on the bags while you press the shirts. So we plug up the machine, we set it up, it got hot. I was sitting in the chair, y'all, and she comes cutely, move out the way. So I said, oh, okay. So y'all, I kindly moved out of the way, and she pressed the shirt, and she says, oh, such, and she pressed the bag, she says, oh, such and such. And so y'all, I went and took a seat at the break corner. She says, well, I thought you were going to do the bags. I said, well, sister, I was sitting in front of the heat press machine. I had it on there, but you told me to get out of the chair. So I did as I was instructed. I moved out of the chair. Come on, listen, your support sometimes might act like my support. So you know what I did as a support on the team? I went over to the next workstation and I pulled the bags that was pressed already out. I pulled the shirts out. I pulled the tissue out. I started putting the stuff there and getting it ready to put in the official bags because my team leader didn't trust me. She didn't think I was confident enough to do it. Come on, listen. I didn't get in my feelings, y'all. I didn't get upset, y'all. I kindly tushed and walked away, and I went to the next part of the assignment. Come on. Sometimes your partner in your relationship is going to say some things. They may come off to you as offensive. But what happens? You're supposed to have the gift, the wisdom of God that you can turn around, turn around and go work in a different area and still excel on the project, still excel on the assignment. It wasn't that I could not press it. It wasn't that I was not capable, but as sometimes in little areas, she's a perfectionist more than I am. I'm like, oh, it looked nice. And she'll come back and she says, no, it's kind of crooked. It's this, is that. Her eye will see what my eye don't see. So you know what? When she do those type of things, I just shift on over to the next part of the journey. I go to the next part of the assignment. I don't get in my feelings. I don't say my sister rude to me. Listen, I just go and do what I'm good at. Set it up, girl. So listen, what I'm saying to you is, if you in a relationship, you on an assignment, you on a job, and they ask you to step aside, don't get in your feelings. Listen, there's something else that you can do to support the team. Come on. You still there. You still doing the work, but your support is different. So you may not be good in that 20 area, but you know there's a 50 or 100 area that you're great at. So just step in that area and let that person that you're in partnership with see that, oh, this is what I could handle. So that way, next time, you can move the process a little different. Come on. So the first is influence. The second is support. Understanding that our gifts collaborate to make one. And if y'all know me on the personal level, I'm the one that always have a lot of assignments. I give out assignments like we and have assignments. Our ministry family, we always have assignments. And the Willing Vessels of God, we always have assignments. And Sisters with Conquering Faith, there's always an assignment. Why is there always an assignment? Because we're the team that builds. Listen, we're the team that builds. And we build in the kingdom. We build in the battlefield. We build in the prayer. We build. We have equal support. We know how to support each other. So make sure that when he places you with people, that you know how to lay the foundation to fulfill the scripture for y'all to build from. So you can see your relationships lasting. So you can see your partnership lasting. So you can see your covenant lasting. And in the due moment when they separate, you know that they have separated from love. That love has been, come on, the influence that you deposit in them. Because remember, some people are not in the partnership with you for the long haul. They're in the partnership with you for a moment. And your moment might be 90 days. Your moment might be a year, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years. And then that person have to go to the next. Why? Because you have given them everything that you needed to give them. And it's time for the next person on the assignment to deposit into them. So number one is influence. Number two is understand or support. Come on, remember, yesterday we talked about this. Don't be gullible and quick to connect with people when you're doing the 80% of the supporting and they're doing the 20, and that's not the alignment of God's will. That's connecting, but not connecting for support, not connecting for balance, not connecting for the building of your life, but it's connecting for the building of their life, of what they can get from you, what you can do for them. So be cautious, y'all, in the connection as you're being processed with a new level of light. Come on. I'm looking at my notes because I have a few notes that I forgot to send to the moderator. Oh, God. This is one that I have in my notes, y'all. Y'all know this part. Y'all know this one well. Listen. I was just being nice. And what happens with us just being nice? Listen, I just been being nice. I really have. I just been being nice. But being nice can also drain you. Listen to what I'm saying again. Being nice can drain you because being nice sometimes is not the right partnership. Being nice is not the right connection. Being nice, not the right agreement. Being nice, not the right alignment. Sometimes being nice can be ye hindered. Sometimes being nice can be ye misalignment. Sometimes being nice can bring vexation to your spirit. Sometimes being nice can be annoying. Sometimes being nice can have a disadvantage. So be careful when we say, I was just being nice to them. I help them out of being nice. Oh, I went and did this just to be nice. But did he tell you? Hey, come on here, Nakia. Did he tell you go and help? Did he tell you to get involved? Did he tell you to engage? But your girl just went over there to help and be nice. And be nice. Vex her spirit. Be nice. Torment her. So be careful, y'all, when y'all saying partnerships, covenants, agreements, all of that. And y'all got to say, I was just being nice. And this is what happened. Listen, what happened after being nice? Can somebody put that question in the chat for me? What happens after being nice? Ask that to yourself the next time you go to do something. Just be nice, and I'm going to support. I'm laughing at myself, y'all. I'm going to, because the being nice, it'll do that. It'll do that. Being nice will move you out of the path. Come on. Being nice will move you out of the path. Hey, girlfriend, being nice will move you out of the path. All right, let's go to the next one, because that's how it was. Girlfriend, you could do this. Being nice. Come on. Girlfriend. Hey, bro. Being nice. And it didn't cause what? Problems for you. Number 3, goal growth in your partnership. Many of us, including myself, we don't think of that when we partnership with people. We don't think of that when we connect with people. We don't think of that when we come in agreement with people. What is the goal growth for when I connect with you? What is the goal growth for when I'm on the assignment to edify you? What is the goal growth when I'm on the assignment to be your mentor? What is the goal growth when you sign up for me as your therapist? That must be a goal growth. The goal growth. Put that in the chat so that you can remember that. The goal growth. So, listen, and this is what I got in my notes, y'all. Listen. Oh, Jesus, this is what I have in my notes. The goal of the growth is the house we are building together, whether a friendship, a partnership, a business, a ministry, designed to glorify God and serve others? Or is it being built solely for my own comfort and elevation? Look at the question. The goal growth in the house we are building together. I'm talking about friendship, business, ministry, partnership, relationship, marriage, however the goal growth is. Is it designed to glorify God and serve others? But the question is, let me moderator, can you make my ears capitalized? I'm gonna send it to you, moderator. My moderator told me to tell you good morning. Good morning, Evangelist George. Good morning, my brother. Good morning, my son from Uganda. How are you? I got the message. Y'all heard the beep. They're telling me that Evangelist has came on to hang with us this morning. Evangelist, we talking about building this morning. And it requires a lot. And so the question is, come on, look at the question. Is it being built solely for my own comfort and elevation? I'm on the assignment, he says, to edify and build one another. But have I taken this as just my soul? Is only me. Now, you done came in agreement. You done touch and agree. You done came in partnership. You done signed the contract. You done did all of that for the assignment. But what are you doing? Listen. What are you doing Are you doing it for the elevation of the team, or are you doing it for the elevation of the self? Are you doing it for the elevation of your family? Or are you doing it for the elevation of yourself? Come on. Are you doing it, he says, for the elevation of your friendship? Or are you doing it for the elevation of yourself? Are you doing it elevation for the partnership or yourself? Come on. What is your goal growth? Am I growing in this area for myself, or am I growing in this area for the team? Am I growing in this area for the kingdom? Do I see this relationship? Do I see this partnership? Do I see this assignment as personal growth, or am I the one that is equipped to handle the team growth? Do I carry the spirit of selfishness that I'm going to hold this all into myself? But yet my contract says I'm in covenant partnership. Come on. So what is the plan? When you connecting with somebody, ask them, what type of growth level we on? Are we here to connect for you to grow and get what you need and move on? Or are we here to grow as a team? Come on. I need to know this before I sign the contract. I need to know, are you using me for my gift of influence? Are you using me for who I'm connected to, so you can try to sneak on in? Come on. Why are you connected to me? Come on. You need to know the goal of that person's growth. You need to know the goal of your own growth. Come on. What level of growth? Come on. What level of growth? What level of growth are we dealing with? Come on. It says, am I solely seeing the growth to build this assignment as myself, or am I seeing it as a corporate thing? Come on. Listen, let's take these minutes and switch this around. Clinical moment. The goal of the growth. Let's talk about it in our family. The goal of the growth in our family. Let's take 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11 and lay it at the foundation of our family. If you are new to this platform, you're going to find out very quickly that I'm a family person. It's not a day that I don't talk about building, inspiring, encouraging, empowering, or supporting family. Family, supporting family, loving family. I come from a place that I have gone through many struggles, many trials, many tribulations. I've had many moments that I did not agree with my parents. I've had a lot of that. But guess what? At the end of the table being turned, we still know how to support each other. When you see my family, I don't care, y'all, where we go. You're going to see a group picture. It's going to be all the 8 of us. It doesn't matter, y'all. Listen, we support so much until my niece, my grandson, they can call and they can send us a message and say, we having a program at school. Y'all, that program could be 15 minutes, but the team of 8 going to show up. They're going to leave work on take their lunch break, however the situation is, and we showing up because God has showed us the growth in our family. Though our path as a support team is different when it comes to the kingdom of God. We all serve one God, but each one of us are aligned and assigned at a different church. But we still understand how to support each other. Come on, your family may be all on a different path, but somewhere there should be a common core where you can all meet together, support. Come on, who's going to be the what? Chief. Who's going to be the head of the household that's going to take the lead and be the influencer to edify and build your family legacy? Come on. Who gonna carry the weight to make sure that your family is being edified, to make sure your children's children are being built upright? I shared yesterday that we have to teach our sons and daughters how to handle the daily life skills. So in that, we are the influencer of them. We are supposed to be seated in a place right now. We are to be seated in a place right now that you're supposed to be able to see what each person in your family has not yet seen about themselves, and take them and introduce them to something to help blaze a spark in them, help bring their light out. Come on. Are you the person in the family? Listen to me now. Are you the person in the family? You're on assignment to edify one to another. But are you the person assigned to do what he said? Plants, water, and he's going to do the increase. What happened if you're the plants? Come on. You're there to plant. But you must be able to plant from a place of creativity. Come on. You have to come with a strong strategy to plant and support with the people in your family, because everybody is different and authentically made. So you have to be creative. You cannot expect two people to flow in the same area of support because they're different. Come on. I'll send out a Facebook link to my family, and they look at it, they read it, and they go about their business. They don't engage. But I can't get upset. Listen, you can't get upset because they don't support in the way that you want them to support. But they're still showing up for you. But it's just the fact that you have to become a creative strategist on your technique of support and edifying as you plant the seed, so that somebody else can come back and water what you planted. And then it ignites another level of light and fire in them, and it makes your assignment a little lighter. Come on, because they go, you know how it is, we do it. Listen, this is such and such, such and such. And then somebody comes in and speak on it and illuminates you, and you go back and you says, oh, this is what they were telling me, such and such. And it comes, and now it makes sense to them. And then they can come back and receive you as the influencer different, because somebody else watered the seed that you planted, but they brought it with a different level of illumination. And so then you must understand this. What level of growth are you going to lay down so you can see your family elevated? You might have to work these steps a little backwards for your family. Set the goal of growth first, then understand your level of influence, then talk about support. You might have to mix them up based upon your situation, but make sure that you're covering them all so that you can stay in alignment to build as a body, to build as one accord. Come on, be the team that supports the team. Be the team that edifies the team. Be the team that influences the team. Be the team that grows the team. Which means you have to come out of comfort and be cautious of that word. Can you put it in the chats for me? Be cautious of the word being nice. Being nice, Lord, help me with that one. Being nice might cause you to be a slacker. Being nice might cause your well to dry up. Being nice may shift your path of charted course. So be cautious of being nice. Come on, understand your partnership, understand your relationship, understand your connection, under your agreement, understand. I said it, I just channels right here. But he'll bring you through some channels to help ignite other people, but it's also the channels to help you on your assignment. Because he keeps reminding me as we're in this horizon, the light in me is drawing new people. And some of those people that, higher God, some of those people, listen to me. Some of those people that is going to come around to talk to you and want to connect with you. They're coming around to connect to monitor. They're coming around to connect to observe. But you have to remember your level of growth now. You have to remember that your level of growth, you're the influencer, you're the edifier, you're the builder, you're the empower, you're the motivator, you're the transformation queen, you're the transformation king. So you don't let them shift you because you are the builder. Come on. Don't let nobody shift you when you are assigned to build. Remember the scripture. It's my favorite one of them all because it's the assignment I stand on. Proverbs 27:17. When you edifying and building, know that your role is to change the countenance of the person that is receiving you. The person that is reverencing your authority. Be watchful of the words that you use towards them. Be mindful of the instructions that you give when you're on the assignment as a builder. Come on. Build from a place of knowing that the goal is set for you to grow and for them to grow as a team. I'm not growing. Listen, I'm not growing. I'm not growing just for myself, but I'm growing for the team. Come on. I'm transitioning as I do the Fit for the Journey. Listen, Fit for the Journey. We're on Fit for the Journey. So Fit for the Journey requires what? For me to have to influence myself so that those on the team can shift their atmosphere and we become supporters of one another. Come on. Every assignment that you see yourself on that has been led by God, you are building in it. The light in you is causing the builder to show up. I'm closing. That's all I have for y'all this morning. Remember, the light, what y'all put in, the light in me is causing me to build. Light in me is causing me to build. And remember, as I build, I leave room for creativity. As I build, I leave room for the foundation to be established. I leave room for the structure. Y'all know how it is. I'll go to this for cooking. We have to lay the foundation. You have to make sure your margarine or your butter is at the right measurements, your flour at the right measurement, your sugar at the right measurement. Why? Because that's the foundation for what you're about to make. You got to make sure your onions, your bell peppers, whatever you're doing, your foundation is right. Because your foundation going to set the tone for how your dish is going to come out. Your foundation is going to set the tone for how your whatever you baking is going to show up and show out with. So everything that we do, it requires a foundation to be set. But how we build on the foundation determines the level of how it is going to manifest. Our foundation sets the tone for how it gets complete. So remember, set the tone. Set the tone. Set the tone for what you desire. Set the growth level past what you see now. Listen, I'm trying to close. Set the growth level for what you see in the future. Don't set your growth level for what you can see for December. Set your growth level for what you can see in 2028. Don't set your growth level on a temporary plane. Set your growth level on a life expectancy in 2028. I had a conversation with someone on yesterday, and I told them, you have reached your level of adulthood. Stop dreaming and planning like a child. Listen to what I'm saying. Stop dreaming and planning like a child. When I was a child, I had a dream that I was going to travel here. Okay, you're an adult now. It's a plan. It's time to activate it. It's time to lay whatever you need to lay down. If you need to get your budget. You need to get how the blueprint. How you going? You're going by car. You're going by train. You're going by bus. You're going by water. You need to lay the foundation down on how to expedite the dream. You're an adult and the dream is still in you and you have not yet reached it. What kind of plans you've got on the paper for to make them a reality? What happened? Come on. Listen, you see, I got my bucket list. Okay, you got your bucket list. You 20 years old and you got your bucket list. What you gonna tap off in for the first quarter on your bucket list? What you tapping off in the next quarter? Come on. My bucket list is my reality list. My bucket list is my accomplishment list. What are you doing for the growth of your lifestyle? What are you doing for the growth of your relationships? Don't settle for a temporary relationship goal. Manifest that thing. I just got my plans for, just tell it in April. Come on. Well, then what you going to do in May? By now, you should have your May plans. To be honest with you, you should have your June and July plans. You should know what you're going to be doing in the beginning of the third quarter. Your plan should have been established. Why? Because if you seek it and sought the Lord, you should be getting the plans. Come on. He's giving you the plans what? To edify and build. We are no longer in a posture stepping on somebody's toes. That we are sitting here a day-to-day plan. He said, make moves. Set goals. Come on. Set the week-to-week plan for your family. Set the week-to-week plan for your partnership. Set the week-to-week plan for your business. Set the week-to-week plan for your ministry. Set the plan, but build on the plan for the advancement of the final quarter. If you don't have a plan for the last quarter, start working on it. Then by the time July comes, you should be already in January with your 2027 plan. By the time June comes with 2027, you should be in your 2028 plans. Let me go, because here I'm going. 2028, 2027, y'all supposed to have some plans. He said, write the vision. You says, I'm dreaming. I want to do this. Come on, we done tap into adulthood. Take your mind into the adult realm of a reality and not a dream from your childhood. Birth it out, develop it, build it, manifest it. God bless y'all. Manifest it, manifest it. Did y'all send me the message for my seed so I can sow my $5 seed, y'all? My $5 of grace influence seed? Because I don't remember what I said on that. So send it back to me. God bless y'all.